I didn't quite think this through. Hello again. Right, so you might have just joined me on a couple of previous videos showing the spiking special clamp, the spiking special stand, and the, what did I do? The millennium frame, setting up my stitching on it. I haven't quite got myself organised, guys. I haven't got my camera in the right angle for stitching. I haven't got my actual stitching on the clamp, on the stand, sorry. We'll quickly do all that now. It doesn't matter, does it? This is a stitch with me now. So, I suppose if you are watching, I can quickly show you how I do. Just plonk my frame onto it. So this goes to my left. Grab my stitching, slide it on, and we are set up. And it's nice and stable. Obviously there's a slight wobble. You're always going to get that slight wobble. Sorry for the banging, I apologise now. Right, so let's just bring you back onto the welcome screen. Hello. As I say, I'm not all set up, so let's get set up. So this is for the tablet. So, how are we all? Well, actually I'm saying how are we all, and I don't actually think anybody's here yet. Getting ahead of myself. But for those that are watching this back, how are you all? I would love to see some comments in the comment section. Like the stream. Oh, share if you must, if you feel like it. Let's move this over that way. Let's turn, because we don't like it that high. That's it. And put the tablet on there. Tighten that up. Might as well put it all the way over because we're on this edge. Heighten it a little bit. Ooh. Be about right, I think. Oh no. Let's try about there. We'll have a little fiddle. Hi Naomi. Naomi says, hi, we'll be going to sleep soon, but we'll rewatch tomorrow. Lovely, bless you. Yeah, I haven't done a stitch with me for a while, so I thought, yeah, why not? Now that we're all pretty much set up. I need to put that at a different angle. That's it. And then turn that. Tighten that up so it don't spin. So that's the tablet. Might help if I have the tablet as well. As I say, for those that are re-watching, I apologise. I've just done 3 lives. I did a millennium setup, and then I did the spiking special clamp. If you haven't watched them, I highly recommend. Obviously, I highly recommend because it's mine. Yeah, I recommend going and checking it out. You never know, you might be interested. So that's my pattern keeper set up. So yeah, I've just been, and then I did the live of the stand set up. So yeah, if you want to go and check those out, that would be much appreciated. Feel free to share. If you're interested in the spiking special or just the clamps, feel free to message. And I'll let you know on prices. Oh. Right, so now I need to get my stitchy camera so that you can actually see what I'm doing. How are we going to do this? Let's lift that up, bring that in. Now I don't normally use this setup, but because we're impromptuing, I didn't get set up beforehand. Not me. Now is that going to carry on streaming? Let's turn that a little bit. Now the angle might not be great because I have literally just jumped on and we're setting it up as we go along. Hello again, Shannon. This one's going to be a stitch with me once I get set up. I should have got set up first really, but at least you see the fiddliness of what I do to stitch, to do these stitch with me's. It might not be the greatest angle today, so I do apologise. As I say, it's because we're setting up as we go along. You see me fiddling. I spend ages doing this, so as I say, if it's not the greatest, I apologise, but it's still a stitch with me. We don't want that quite so close, Ali. You need to be able to stitch. That turned it a bit more of an angle for myself. Is that the right way? Nope. That is the right way. Zoom in a minute. Bear with me, guys. I'm very, very sorry for this. I want to go to settings. I want to zoom in. Which one's zoom? That one's zoom. Got a cat playing with something. So I'm going to be stitching over here. I don't normally use this stand for stitching, but as I say, because it's an impromptu one, I wasn't planning on doing a stitch with me, but let's tighten that up a little bit. We'll get there. We'll get stitching in a minute. Oh, tighten that up. That's not the greatest angle for my tablet, but it'll do for now. So let's lift that up a touch. Let's tilt that. I think we've got a bit of the wrong angle. I think we're upside down, but I feel like if I turn, it's just going to flick. Oh no. Is it behaving? Oh, we might be okay, guys. Let's zoom in a bit more. As you can see, I'm stitching Deep Blue Sea. Haven't stitched on it for a while. I was going to stitch, oh, it's just flipped again on it. I was going to stitch Special Pleader monogamously, but that plan went out of the window. Right, so we are the right way up this time, but my stitching is over there. So let's turn that. It might end up in my way a little bit, but we'll work around it. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, so fiddly. As I say, now you see what people deal with, you know, the Flosstubers, all the little setup can take. And it can take a little while. So appreciation to everybody that does do lives, because it's not the easiest getting all set up. It can be very, very fiddly, very, very annoying. No, zoom in, not out. So I believe that's enough. Let's have a look. Oh, we're a bit delayed. In fact, we're very delayed. Why is that so delayed? 8:54, but I'm on 9. It's about a minute out. On apologies. So yeah, I am nearly set up, and for some reason you're very, very behind. I have kittens all over me. Anyway, it'll be okay. I just might be very delayed with your chats. You know, if you've asked a question and may not see it, there might not be quite so much chatting going on. And I'm assuming it's because I haven't got my IV cam connected directly. It's using my Wi-Fi. So yeah, that's potentially why it's a little bit delayed. So I might not be very chatty. I'm not ignoring you, there's just a big delay, so apologies. But I am going to do some stitching and waffle away probably to myself. Now let's get some lightage going on. There we go. That's the light. It's not totally zoomed in, I'm afraid, but we'll see how we go. This might not be a very long stitch with me. Now, it would help if I had my threads. Oh. That only wobbled because I knocked it. It's not an actual wobbly thing. That. Let's bung that on away. Oops. I have my cat trying to jump on the thing, so I'm going to bung a chair next to me so that you can sit there, mister. Eh? Can't have you sitting on me and knocking my frame. There you go, you can sit there. Good boy. Who's a good boy? I would like it if he didn't mess about with it, but I don't think we're going to have much luck. I think he's going to want to play. This is not going to plan, is it? The mixture of me should have got set up before stitching and my kitten wanting to be in on the action. Oops. I think that's it. So, we're ready to do a bit of stitching. Excuse the nails. Let's get my needle, it might help. Where are my needles? There we go. I'm a little bit gutted that I can't see you guys. I might end this live, delete it and set up a new one as a stitch with me. I don't like that I'm not connected directly to you guys. I can't see who's on, I can't see who's chatting, if anybody's chatting obviously. Floating around boat there. Now I've half got set up, I think I might. Should we reset, guys? What do you reckon? Because I feel like you are very, very behind. Can't see me. You can see me now. Oops. What do you reckon? Should we start again? Get it so that my phone is actually connected. I don't know what to do. No, I'm just going to do some stitching. I'm going to stop messing about. I am going to switch my camera off though because my cats keep terrorising me. They're scratching my leg and all sorts. You don't need to see me bending down every 5 seconds. Right, can you leave me alone? So, where's my needle gone? There's my needle. Let's do a little bit of stitching at least. Now I'm at my mum's tomorrow, so I won't be able to get a live done tomorrow, unfortunately. I do need to go and see my mother. Well, I don't need to, but I want to. But I will try. I'm going to try and get some lives done this week. Fingers crossed. Please don't hold me to it, because you know what I'm like. I say I'm going to, and then things happen. But I have all intentions of getting some lives done this week. Get some stitching in. Right, away we go. As I say, you can see I'm working on Deep Blue Sea. I'm stitching this on 25 count. Easy guide. 2 over 1, 10 stitch. 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll just carry on stitching. People don't have to watch the video. I'll put in the title or the description or something, feel free to skip forward a touch because I'm messing about setting up. But yeah, we're stitching. I'm going to try and get a tower done and then call that it. I might jump on Zoom and maybe have a little bit more of a stitch, but we'll see. As I was saying, I was hoping to stitch monogamously on a special pleater, but because I wanted to show setting up the Millennium frame and also the stand and clamp, I thought I'll take advantage and do a bit on the deep blue sea. Next, there's no desperation to have the special pleater finished any quicker than I potentially can. It's a gift, so, and they don't particularly know I'm going to give it as a gift, so it's not like they're expecting it. I obviously wanted to try and get it done for Christmas, but I've missed stitching on this. Now, for some reason, my tablet mount is a little bit wobbly. Maybe not tie and deal, but never mind. So, as I say, I think the comments are a little bit delayed, I'm not sure. But I'll ask the question, what are we stitching today? Are we stitching, or are you just catching up on some Flosstube, having a lazy day? That tends to be when I catch up on my Flosstube. When I don't feel like doing any crafting, I bung it on my telly and I catch up on everybody's Flosstubes. I haven't got any shout outs. Well, I have, if I can remember names. I'm not particularly prepared for this live, so there will be a lot of waffling. I normally have like little bullet point things written down on a bit of paper that I want to talk about. And as I say, just talking about Flosstubers, my memory's terrible. I know who I like to watch. I just forget their YouTube names sometimes. I'm going to end that bit of thread because there's not a lot on it. Scissors. So, what off the top of my head can I think Flosstube wise? Oh, I watched the lovely Tan this morning. She's uploaded a video today. I believe, now I might get it wrong and I apologise if I do, but I believe she is called the Monogamous Stitcher. Now I think there's quite a few Flosstubers by that name. You might struggle to find her, but her name is Tan Bills, and as I say, it's Monogamous Stitcher. I believe there's an underscore in there, Monogamous _ Stitcher. You can't miss her. She's got lovely, bright, colourful hair. So I would suggest going and checking her out. She's very new. She's uploaded her first official video today, sort of thing. She did a little tiny one. I believe it was last week, with a tiny update on a retreat that she'd gone to. But as I say, today she's uploaded her first official Flosstube. So yeah, go on, head on over, show support, subscribe, like, let people know that I sent you, potentially. Hi again, Max. I am actually stitching now. I believe my feed's a bit delayed, but I'll try, and if you feel like I'm ignoring you, I'm not. I promise. I'm not one to ignore. I'm just going to try and get a tower done and then end it and try and do another live in a couple of days. But yeah, other Flosstubers, let's have a think. I'll try and get the name put in the description, a link put in the description after, if I remember. I often say these things and then I don't get round to it, so I apologise if I don't do it. But as I say, Monogamous Stitcher tan bills, bright, colourful purple, pink hair. Who else? Who else have I been watching? Oh, what are the name? Is it Mad Morty? Mad Morty and the Brom? Oh, I'm going to have to try and remember to put it in the comments section. I've recently started watching their Flosstubes. Thank you for the shout out that you did give. They've been trying with royalrows. So yeah, is it Mad Morty and the Brom, I think is the Flosstube name. I'm sure if you put in Mad Morty it'll come up. But yeah, they're a hoot. They're quite funny. It's a gentleman and a woman who, I feel like the ones that I've watched so far have been both of them talking Whip Parade and hauls. I'm not too sure if they do Stitch With Me's. I think she does a Stitch With Me occasionally. I haven't gotten around to watching them yet though, but I'm relatively new to their channel. I've got a lot of catching up to do. I will get round to watching all of their videos because that's what I do with Flosstubers. I tend to like to go back from the beginning and watch all of them. Binge watch. But as I say, I don't religiously watch Flosstube. I tend to watch it when I'm in a slump and don't feel like stitching or diamond painting. I just bung it on the telly, and that tends to give me my book back because I see all the wonderful projects that people are stitching and it gives me that book back to stitch. So yeah, I do get round to it eventually. I have many slumps, so I have many binge days. So yeah, that's a couple of Flosstubers. Again, I can't think of any more off the top of my head. Frazzle brain. I'm going to my first retreat next year. I can't wait. Going in April. Going with the lovely Josie. Again, I've not got it written down, so I haven't got a clue where it is. I can't remember. I'm terrible. I really am. My brain just does not compute things and keep it in there. I have to have little notes written down. Or I tend to pick my phone up and have a look on Facebook to see where I'm going, what I'm doing. But that's in April. It's through Floss Friends. Is it Floss Friends UK? I believe. Again, I haven't got my little notes. I'm terrible. But yeah, I'm going along to that. Why? Oh no, that's right. That's 6th one. In April. I believe it's something like the weekend of the 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that. I'm going with Josie. We're sharing a room together. She's kindly offered to pick me up. So the lovely Floss friends who do go to that retreat in April, you'll get to see the spiking special because I will be taking it with me. Yeah, I look forward to meeting everybody in person. Right, where are we? 1, 2, stitch that one, miss one, stitch that. That's it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. April can't come quick enough. Well, with the way this year has gone, it'll soon be here. Can't believe it's nearly Christmas already. It's crazy. Again, I've got a little bit of a delay on this live, unfortunately, because I haven't got my camera hooked up directly to my computer. It's using the Wi-Fi, so I think that's why there's such a delay. My Wi-Fi can't handle sharing it too much. But when I do my next live, hopefully Wednesday, there won't be such a delay, so I'll be able to interact with you guys a lot better. For anybody that is watching this back later on, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and the like of videos, certain videos. You know, might not like all videos, but My cat is climbing on my cross stitch. You're going to see her head in a minute. This is how good the spiking special stand is. My cat can jump in. Do you mind? Come on, you're going to get your claws everywhere. That's it, lay there. See? Great stand. I honestly, I know I'm a bit biased because it's Jason that's making them, but honestly, it is spot on. Stop scratching. Stop it. Come on now. Yeah, honestly, it's brilliant. It's no wobble. It's great. Obviously, if you want it to be very, 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 very sturdy, you could have it rested still on something, but I find you don't need to. So that's that stitched, that's that stitched. My cat is terrorising. 928. What was I saying before this one rudely jumped on? I can't remember. I am going to have a look at the chat and see what's going on. But again, you might have commented ages ago. And it's only just coming through for me because I'm delayed. Can you get off of my stand? My frame, thank you. They were asleep. They like to be close to mummy though. Don't you, boy? Right, let's have a look what's happening with the chat. She says, I'm just threading a needle difficultly. I don't know what's going on. More fingers and thumbs today. Come on. And you go. That's it. Is it? Yep. Let me just anchor this down and sort my kitten out. Oi! Ah, you see, you knocked my frame that time. Come on now. Please? Please? Look, there with your sister, look, she's there. Good boy. They're in that little adolescent phase where they just want to be in everything. Which I don't mind, it is fun. Just not when I'm stitching. We'll schedule a live so that I can get it shared and let people know, because I have, touch wood, my pre-scheduling I have kind of figured out, I think, and it has been going smoothly, so I might set up a pre-schedule for Wednesday. Let's have a look what comments we've got anyway. I cocked up my pattern but figuring it out. This is Max. Max, she's in my save list. Yeah, Tan, she's lovely, bless her. She's on our Zoom Stitchy Friends, so we get to have a chat with her every now and then. Shannon, I love watching Cross Stitching Smiles and the Whiz Stitcher. Yeah, Cross Stitching Smiles, yeah. I think I'm subscribed to Whiz Stitcher. I'm not sure, I have to check that one, Shannon. Max, didn't get a notification for this live, thought you should know. Yeah, no, it's fine. Like I say, it was an impromptu one anyway, and I did literally just jump straight on, so that's maybe why you didn't get quite such a great notification, because this is like the fourth one. Max, I love your stand. I'm happy I got one. Oh, that's lovely. Brilliant. I'm glad that, because we did have to tweak a little bit with you, Max, but obviously, because if anything, I should thank you, because the reason I got my Millennium frame is because you needed a Millennium clamp, and yeah, we couldn't do a clamp without a Millennium frame, so thank you. I'm glad that we managed to tweak it all to your specs though. I'm happy that you're happy with it. For those that are watching this and have persevered with my beginning messing about, the spiking special stand is catered to people's needs. It's took him a while. It's took him basically pretty much this year to tweak it and get it so that he can just send them out now. You don't need it quite so custom made. The main custom madeness of it is knowing if you have your stand on your left or on your right, because that's the bar that we have to send. Now, if you flip between the two, there's an extra cost to be able to have that extra bar. So you can have a left-handed bar and a right-handed bar for whatever need, whatever mood you're in, sort of thing. But again, that's at an extra little cost for the bar. But yeah, he has now fine-tuned it, I believe. We've had a few people already giving us reviews and little tweaks that he needed to do. So that's why he is where he is. So a quick shout out to Joanne, Steph, Max and Josie for your honest reviews. You know, if people aren't honest, he can't tweak it. So that's why we chose, you know, we didn't choose, but we chose Josie, bless her. She is our little reviewer. She's like our sales rep at the moment as well, bless her. Josie lets us know she's been brutally honest, which we prefer. You know, how is he meant to fix anything if he doesn't know about it? Naomi, are you shipping international yet for stands? Yes, we are. It can be quite costly for the shipping. I want to say the most it can be is £100, Great British pound. So it's not normally that much. I believe it's around between 60 and 80, but I like just to say 100 because then, you know, if it's less, I reimburse the difference. So if you send 100 and it ends up being 60, you get 40 back. So yeah, yeah, we do international shipping. The reason that we didn't originally was because the stand was, I'm going to flick over just to me because I am having a little natter. Let's see if we can, there I am, because you're just staring at a blank canvas there. At least you can see me. So yeah, we do ship internationally. The reason that he didn't beforehand and the reason that only UK have it at the moment is because, to start with, the stand was already set up type thing. You didn't have to screw it into that bottom base, so the boxing was quite big, whereas now he has done it so that the packaging is smaller because that bar you attach yourself. It's a lot easier to get them shipped now and a lot cheaper. If they were going to be stood upright, it would have been a lot. It would have been nearly, I don't know, 160 to ship it overseas, whereas now because of the packaging being smaller, we've reduced that drastically. So yeah, we definitely ship internationally. For anybody that does want more information or wants one, just message me on Facebook. If you haven't got Facebook, you can email me at alisonroyal5@gmail.com. Eventually I'm going to have a website set up. We've already bought the domain name, so we just want to get a few more videos, nice videos, or, you know, more professional. Nothing like this YouTube, doing it live. We're going to try and get some proper nice videos set up. So yeah, definitely international now. Karina, hello Karina. Does the arm you can use with the Lowry stand fit the stainless steel version or the coloured one? Either. Does the arm you can use with the Lowry stand fit the stainless steel version or the coloured one? Oh, for the Lowry stand, I'm not 100% sure on that. The stainless steel bar or the coloured one. Does the arm you can use with the Lowry stand? Oh, that just flicked round. That's not very good, is it? Are you on about, I'm not too sure what you're on about, Karina. Does the arm you can use with the Lowry stand fit the stainless steel version or the coloured one? I don't deal with Lowry, I'm afraid. I need to turn this camera back round. Come on now. I don't know where it is. sorry for spinning this stupidly. It's just decided to flip. Do that slowly. There we go. Yeah, I'm not too sure, Karina. I don't have a Lowry stand. I do the spiking special stand. But the clamp for the spiking special, fits the Lowry. It fits any bar, any of the bars. So I hope that helps, if that's what you're on about. Oh, Karina, the stainless steel is thicker diameter. I don't know. As I say, I don't use the Lowry, so I can't help you. I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's have a look. Max, you're welcome. Ashley's Stitching Corner. Hello, welcome to my live. Figured I'd pop in and join for a change while the puppy is napping. Bless you. Oh, you've got a puppy. I'm a cat lady. I have kittens. 2 kittens that are just over 3 months old. They can be a nightmare, but they're kittens, you know. They are asleep now. They wasn't. Let's get this tower finished, and then I'll end the live and have a little natter with you. And as I say, I'll schedule a live for Wednesday. Fingers crossed. We'll get on there. Don't see why not. Haven't got any other plans. Yes. That's that one. Yeah. Anybody that is watching this back, as I say, feel free to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Like the video. Let's get this out there. Get it put onto that platform. Oh, you know, it'll get shared to other people. It'll pop up on other people's feeds type thing. Now I look crooked, but the only reason I look crooked is because I've got my cat. I can't sit properly because my cat's sat behind me. I've got one sat behind me, I've got one sat on me, and then I've got another one sat on my feet. So I may look crooked, but it's all good. I don't normally sit like this. It's only because I set up during the live and didn't get sat comfy like I normally would. But it's all good. I love my cats, so we'll let them off. Yeah, as I say, I'll get a live set up for Wednesday and have it all set up ready and have a good little stitching session with you guys. Get the camera so that it's connected to the actual computer so that we haven't got a delay and I can communicate a little bit better with you. We'll get that sorted for, I don't know, dinner time, UK. We'll see. We'll have a think about time-wise. Because it all depends on when Jason gets up for work. You know, there's no good doing it when he's here. Because it could potentially mess up the stream anyway. So I might try and do it for, say, 1 o'clock or something. You can kind of rest your arm on the frame when you're stitching with the spiking special as well. Obviously you'll have to have it so that it's not swinging naturally itself. But yeah, I tend to have my arm half rested on it. I do love the Millennium frame. I'm glad I got converted by Max. I was quite happy with the Elbacy, don't get me wrong, the Elbacy is spot on as well, but yeah, I do like the Millennium, and I feel like it's going to save me on storage because I have all of my projects on their Elbacy frames, and they're kind of stood up inside a wardrobe at the moment. Whereas because this Millennium frame, it's so easy to set up your next stitch, I feel like I can now take all of my projects off of frames, get them put in project bags, and then just, yeah, switch them out if I want to stitch. It didn't take long to switch. It didn't take long to switch this one out on even, because we had the special pleater on it. So special pleater will now go into a project bag. Yeah, I feel like I'll save on storage instead of having all these frames taking up all the space in the wardrobe. I can just have them in project bags, have them fairly close by as well, instead of having to go into the bedroom, into the wardrobe. I can literally just grab a bag, take this one off, bung it in a project bag with its threads, grab the next one that I want to do, bung it on, done. So yeah, I will be on the market for shopping project bags. Any advice is welcome. Anybody you think would be ideal to be contacting for project bags is much appreciated. Because at the moment I have those cheap Amazon zip ones. They work, but the zips aren't great. So I feel like they wouldn't last potentially very long now that I'm going to be using them. So yeah, I need some project bags. I've saw the monogamous stitcher Tan Bills. She showed her project bags. Now she has a grime guard, project bags, and like a little bag for like storing, I don't know, threads, needles, things like that. It's only a little bag. And then, like I say, the big project bag to put the fabric and everything in, and the grime guard. It's all matching. She shows what is it, Harry Potter. It's the Marauders map type thing. And oh, it looks stunning. Honestly, go and check her out. You'll see what I mean. Her project bag is gorgeous. I feel like that's the kind of thing I would need, I would like to have, because I'm a bit like that. I like things to be matching. So for Mother of Dragon, I could potentially get someone to do me a Game of Thrones theme. I'm not necessarily bothered about a grime guard because I don't really use grime guards, so I would want a project bag and potentially a little storage bag type thing. I don't think I need a storage bag. Not unless I want scissors, needles and things like that for each project, but you don't really need to do that, do you? But yeah, definitely a project bag. So for, like I say, my Mother of Dragon, we could have a Game of Thrones theme. For this one, just anything under the sea type thing. A special pleader, we could have a little dog, like a lassie dog. What else have I got stitching? Brain's gone blank. My little story keeps. Yeah, anyway, so as I say, comment below if you know of sites or even Flosstubers who make and sell project bags, and I will check them out and see what I can get done. Because as I say, I'm going to get rid of all my frames, I think, because this Millennium frame is spot on. I'll probably keep one just in case, because you never know, like accidents wise, if this ends up getting broken, you need that backup. So we'll probably keep one frame, but the rest of them I think I'll be getting rid of in the future. I don't know if Shannon's here. Shannon, I haven't messaged you because, as I say, I've had a lot going on. What with my cat dying, kids being round, and yeah, just mental health in general as well. But I have chased about your stand, and I am getting compensated. So yeah, I'm going to be just purchasing one for you. The Albany stand. Yeah, useless royal mail sometimes. 9 times out of 10 they're great, but yeah, we had a bit of a mishap with yours, unfortunately. But I'm just waiting for the compensation to come through and then we'll get one sorted for you. That's not for the spiking special, guys, by the way. That's just for an old stand that I had that I was gifting. So yeah, again, get the comment section going with project bags, because I need quite a few. I need at least 4, but potentially more. That rhymes. I'm not planning on doing any new starts. That's it now. All the ones that I've got, I need a couple of years just stitching on them before I start anything else. I've also got the sal. I really need to be getting that one out, really. I feel like I'm neglecting my people. The little stitch along that I was doing. Bring that back out a little bit. Also needle minders. You know, like nice sturdy ones, like strong ones. I find that a lot of the needle minders that I've got, they're not very strong. So yeah, any advice on needle minders as well would be great. What we got going on with the chat? I have a Larry stand. Oh, hang on, do I need to scroll up a little bit? What's going on with the mouse? Let's have a look. Ashley's Stitching Corner. Kittens are less work. We've had the puppy since Thursday. She's 3 months old. Aww. And I beg to differ with the kittens needing less work. No, they are very... Luckily, we've got the 2, so I get what you mean. They kind of... They can entertain themselves a little bit. But we're trying to stop them from biting each other because they are getting bigger and we don't want them damaging each other's eyes and things like that. So as much as we don't mind them playing together, we try and restrict how often and how long. So yeah, they are hard work because then obviously you have to distract them yourselves with their toys and things like that. Feeding 3 or 4 times a day at the moment. Litter box constantly being cleaned because we have 3 cats now. And obviously when I first had them, I had to feed them every 2 hours. So yeah, it wasn't quite so easy, shall we say. So we got, you have the 2 kittens, or was there more? I don't remember. Ashley, yeah, them. So Trixie went into labour naturally, and unfortunately she lost her first 2. So we had to rush her to the vets, and she had to have a C-section, which is when she had another 2, which is the boy and the girl. So yeah, she was originally meant to have 4, but unfortunately only 2 survived. Max. Katrina, I have a Lowry stand, stainless steel. Are you talking about the L-shaped bar or the clamp? Anyway, Shannon, I really want a Millennium frame. You do, because they are very good. I think Alison was showing the clamp when she put it on her frame in the second live. Yeah, again, the clamp is the spiking special. It's not a Lowry clamp. It is a spiking special clamp. You can use it on the Lowry stand, any bar, doesn't matter. It will fit any bar, because the diameter, circumference, it'll fit both. Karina, sorry, that was for Crazy Craft. Oh right, okay, yeah. Yeah, again, the clamp that I was showing that I put on my frame, it's not a Lowry. It is a Spikings special. Shannon, I'm already subbed to, I'll subscribe to the Mark Stitcher. I didn't even know I did. Bless her. Yeah, she uploaded one this morning. I noticed, well, I'm assuming it was this morning she uploaded it. I just checked my YouTube and there was a notification and she's on there. So, yeah. Max and vice versa. Oh, the clamp from the Lowry will fit on the spiking stand. Oh, right, okay, yeah. And vice versa. Yeah, so the Lowry clamp fits my stand. The spiking special stand. Shannon, oh, thank you. It's okay. I understand. That's why I didn't want to nag you. Yep, bless you. We will get it sorted, I promise. I don't like letting people down, so I hate the fact that you've had to wait so long, but we'll get it sorted, I promise. Karina, okay, thanks. Yes, wanted to see if the clamp will fit my Lowry. Yeah, yes, it will. I said on the, I believe it was the clamp video, that I do touch on the subject that it does fit a Lowry stand as well. So if you're not able to afford the spiking special stand, you can use it on the Lowry. I don't know if I get into trouble for mentioning the Lowry. I'm hoping not. Shannon, not that I would have nagged. I would have. You're welcome. Shannon, wasn't there someone on one of your other lives saying they were going to open a shop for project bags? I can't remember. I don't know. Max, I have Haid needle minders come in. Yeah, the only problem with going with Haid needle minders is I'm not happy with the weight that I would potentially have. Also, I don't trust the customs charges. It'll just be my luck that there'll be custom charges. So preferably UK based needle minders and project bags will be great. Ashley, yes, had them since birth. I forgot. More work, definitely. Yes, they are, Ashley. Yeah, well, they were, like, as you said, they're not quite so much now, because other than trying to stop them from constantly biting each other, they do tend to entertain themselves a little bit. But when they want fuss, they come and let you know they want fuss. They're in my face. They don't take no for an answer. But they are a lot easier. But yeah, at the beginning there, it was very tiring for the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. Well, 5 weeks till I could wean them. It wasn't quite so plain sailing and easy. But yeah, I wouldn't be without them. They are mine for life. I will never get rid of them. They're my little babies. It's such a shame about Tilly, because I feel like she would have been great with them eventually once they got a bit bigger, but these things happen, unfortunately. We laid her to rest. So yeah. And Trixie has now been spayed, so she won't be getting pregnant again. She's her fur's slowly growing back. We've just got to get Tigger fixed. Got to wait another potentially about 3 weeks, and then also make sure he weighs 2 kilograms, which he will, because he weighs 1.6 now, so he's a very big kitty. They've got a bit of Bengal in them, so they are a little bit bigger than normal 3-month-old kittens. So yeah, we're going to get him fixed, because we don't want him spraying everywhere. Yeah, so get him done hopefully at the end of this month. And then Tiger Lily, we're not too sure what we're going to do yet. We're going to see. We're going to come back to it next year, because obviously it's coming up to the end of the season where they come into heat anyway. So we're going to wait and see. Have a think about it. We might let her have 1 litter, but if we do let her have a litter, because they're indoor cats, and they will only be out in the cattery that we're going to get sorted, there won't be any accidents like there was with Trixie. So if we do decide to let her have a litter, it won't be next year, it'll be the year after. We want her to be a lot closer to 2 years old. As I say, we got caught out with Trixie. She wasn't quite old enough or big enough, I don't think. But then saying that, I feel like even if it was next year that she had kittens, she would have still had the same issue, because the kittens were so big for her. Daddy cat is a Bengal, so the kittens were a lot bigger than normal kittens. And she just really struggled. So yeah, with Tiger Lily, we're going to wait and see. We want her to be fully grown, at least 2 years old, before we breed her, if we do. Because, you know, it's the cost as well. I mean, with these kittens, with Tigger and Tiger Lily, you know, I had to buy formula, bottles, and it didn't cost all that much, don't get me wrong, it wasn't really expensive, but I feel like even if we let Tiger Lily have a litter, after 5 weeks or so, we're still going to have that cost of buying kitten food plus the adult food for Trixie. So yeah, there's still going to be an expense. We've got to make sure we can afford it as well. So there's all sorts that we've got to assess. So we're going to wait and see. And as I say, because she's an indoor cat, she's not going to get caught out. We're not going to get any little surprises. So yeah, we will reassess next year. Because obviously, if we're not going to let her have a litter, we might as well get her spayed next year so that she's not having to go through heat. I know they're not in pain, but it's still not very nice to witness them calling for the males and not being able to do anything. So yeah, we'll see. Right, that's the tower done. Next, just put bigger magnets on. Oh, what, on the needle minders? Yeah, I tried that. It just, I don't know if it's because I've got the stronger magnet. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I would like to get some more needle minders anyway, because I don't have any on at the moment other than this one that I'm going to put on now. Because I've had to take them off for a little while because the kittens, and Trixie to be fair, they see the back of my fabric and they try and get the magnets. So until I stop them doing that, I haven't been having any on my frame. But I do really want to have some because I think they look pretty. So I do want to buy some new ones anyway. Shard Creates, hello and welcome. I have ordered needle minders from didnt Designs. She's in the UK. Yeah, that name rings a bell. I believe I'm subscribed there, so I'll have a look. Now, stitching wise, I think I'm going to call that it. Oh, hang on. You're going to see me frog because I got carried away. Oh no! Wasn't meant to stitch these ones. Oh dear. So, I got a frog. Oh no. I got carried away. There's 3 stitches down here that I meant to have left. So which colour was I doing? Was it that one? I think it was that one. Let's have a look. So that. Now I use my snag nabbit and just pull it out. So that was that stitch. Then it was this 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's here. This is another great thing about Royal Rose. You know, if you do make a mistake, it should only be within that tower. Or potentially maybe the one above. Now, my only problem is now, I don't think I'm going to be able to... Why did I just pull that one out? I didn't need to. Are we going to be able to rethread the needle and finish that stitch back off? Let's poke it in. I don't like doing this, but because we frogged and I boo-booed, we will manoeuvre it. So we have the thread, re-thread it, pull it through, end it over here, pull that through, so fixed it. Let's give that a little pull because it's a bit tight. That's it. Fixed it. Now let's get the actual thread colour that we need for those 3 stitches. 3072. Boo-booed. As I say, going wrong on using Royal Rows, it can be fairly easy to fix the issue. Just follow back the stitches from your pattern keeper, especially if you go a certain way every time within that tower. You can figure out where the next stitch was if you highlight it, and they should be easy enough to pull out. Obviously, if you go a bit cross-country-fied and stitch down here, then maybe up here, then down here with the one thread, then you might find it a little bit more difficult. But if you do tend to do the snake method like I do, you can figure out what direction you went with your stitching, and just highlight those symbols again and pull those threads out. Frogging can be so easy if you're strict. If you're a strict Royal Rose stitcher, it's easy. Done. Right, let's finish those and park. So yeah, that's me with the tower done. Max sent you a message. Oh. Sent you a message in Messenger. Okay, I'll check that out. So yeah, that's our tower complete. As I say, on Wednesday we'll come along and do this tower, because I'm going to push this out of the way and I'm going to do some diamond painting. I'm going to head over to Zoom Stitchy Friends and do some diamond painting, and have a cup of tea and a cigarette first, or during, whichever. So yeah, try and join me again on my next live. Thank you all for joining me. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, because I am going to try and get some more content up. Anybody interested in the spiking special, please drop me a message on Facebook or email me at alisonroyal5@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Love you all, but not as much as cross stitch. Bye.